All right, grace and peace, everybody. Grace and peace. This is day 21 of my regular daily vlog series where I go over three goals that I'm aiming to hit and crush soon enough. I didn't put an expiration date on it too, but let's get to the brass tacks. Um, I think the goal that probably is the least moved the needle today is probably the weight loss goal. I did have a great workout today. I'm also working on being consistent and jumping rope for 10 minutes straight. Needless to say, I'm not jumping in 10 minutes straight. So I'm just working on being consistent with that. So I had a good um, 10-minute workout on there. However, according to my Whoop, I burned quite a few calories. So it was almost equivalent to hitting the Airdyne or the salt bike for the same amount of time. So still got those 100 calories in pretty well. I would love to be consistent on my jumps, which is going to take a while. I've never been real consistent. My mind checks out well before my body gives up. So that's something I work on. So I did that. However, still chugging along. I'm on like probably three-quarters of this book. I'll be done with it probably tonight. I'm gonna do my live stream on the Diddy trial and then get off because I want to spend the night reading. Now, one of the reasons I started doing reading a book a week was because I did some research and found out that you know, scrolling on your phone or looking at television at night before you go to bed really ruins your sleep. Now, we've never had a television in our bedroom, but hey, most of us anyway, we're on scrolling on our phones. So my goal was to stop scrolling on the phone around 8 o'clock and just read myself to sleep. And that's worked out pretty well for many years. So actually, I'm pretty consistent with that. Just read till you get really sleepy. Your eyes are too heavy to read. You don't know what you're comprehending and it's such of that nature, then just go to bed. Don't turn on the phone. Don't check your email. Don't make sure your alarm works. Make sure your alarm is set before you start reading, and then just get into bed. And that's worked out pretty well. So that's been killer, crushing that. And I think I will. Needless to say, I'll continue doing that, Lord willing, until the end. Now, as it relates to working on the channel, today I did something different, and I'm probably going to keep doing this as well. I just start instead of since I'm going to be doing the nighttime live stream. I jumped on other people's channels during the day. So I jumped onto Uncivil Law. Shout out to Kurt over there at Uncivil Law. He had me on. I was also in the chat to two other content creators. They were all looking at the Karen Reed trial. And so I jumped in there. So I was on there with Kurt, listening to and talking and adding commentary and in the chat. And I think that added pretty well because I had been kind of in a slump as it relates to subscribers on my channel and views on my channels, as I've been talking about. Well, today I saw a big change in that. So I'm gonna more than likely keep doing that. Tomorrow, however, I got a busy day tomorrow. So when I can, I'll say when in context, when I can do it, I will when I'm not going to be streaming myself, I'm going to jump into other people's channels and stir up the pot, so to speak, and have some good conversation, some good dialogue, good back and forth from with them, and then we'll just move the needle like that. I did see my views go up. I did see my subscribers go up today, so kudos. I mean, that might be the secret sauce that I've been needing. So shout out to actually Mandy suggested that I get in other people's chats. So shout out. So it worked. Praise God. And I'll keep you posted on that. So yeah, it's been a pretty steady increase. And we'll look at it a little bit more. I want to see, make sure it actually wasn't a fluke. So maybe like Friday or something, we'll do like an assessment of it and see did it really move the needle any. And at the current moment, it looks like it did. So we will see. We shall see. That's where I'm at the moment. Still being consistent and working out in the morning. I didn't get up first thing, go downstairs and work out. So I came in here, did my devotion and my reading and prayer, and then went and worked out. It still was super cool because I was up really early this morning. And most of the time I roll over and I just can't go back to sleep. I most of the time come down here and start my day and then just kind of regret it. But I did that and worked out pretty well. So I'm not super sleepy today. I had a good bit of water, about a 3/4 of a gallon. Let's say a third left, 3/4 of a gallon. So I got about, needless to say, a quarter left. I'll get it in before the night's over with, and I feel good about it. We're gonna see how it looks when we get on the scale. So That's it. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much for your support and encouragement. Comment down below, all that kind of good jazz. And I'm going to see you real soon. Grace and peace.